Welcome back, everybody. This is me, Rusty, and to start out our new segment that we're going to be calling Nail in the Coffin, I have beaten this game. Trust me, it wasn't easy, even though I had the game on easy. So here we go. Starting out in the beginning here, I got little things to cover. There's not much. I'm about to show you an image of the first 4 bosses. I didn't get the gameplay footage. I figured this just needs to be a little quick review. I'd say once I figured out the really weird controls, I could play it a little easier, and the game got easier as it gets further into the game, I think. Basically, the last couple levels are easy, especially the boss fights. You'd think they'd be harder, but they weren't. Here we go, into the game. There's us awkwardly figuring out the controls for the first time. Good graphics. I gotta say that again. Slide. Here we go. And here comes a picture of the 4 bosses. First boss, second boss, third boss, and fourth boss. Tweety actually changes into that big bird. That's why I got an arrow pointing from Tweety to the big bird. You just gotta jump on all their heads. And then here is the reason I needed to make this video. What am I looking at? Geez, oh Pete. Just look at it. I don't even know what to say. It's just so weird. When I first played in this level, I was astounded. I just stood there thinking, what the heck am I looking at? It's raining cats and dogs. Literally in the game. And a few minutes later, it's still raining cats and dogs. Yep, it's there too. You notice what it was? It was actually like a horse or something, or I want to say a donkey. A few minutes later, here it is again. And then I didn't think it'd get any weirder than this happened. I think my buddy was right. Porky thinks about food way too much. He's got carrots in the level, and he's jumping on turkey legs. It's like, what in the world did I run into? This level just inspired me to finish this game, just because it's like, this is just so weird. And then, what do we find here? Basically, the level had like a break in it. And then here's the 5th boss. He was a little more difficult just because I had to find a place where he couldn't hit me when he jumps up and down and has the snowballs fall, but I figured it out. Every time I see him doing that, it's like, I'm going to love you and hug you, George. And I'm going to pet you and love you. Yeah, that's my horrible impression. I've been fighting with laryngitis and losing my voice. I'm just happy it's lasting as long as it has already. And throw the snowball again. Oh, George is sleeping. And I did this just for my buddy. Smell my finger. Smell my finger. Yep. And then here we go, showing the world map. First, third, fourth, fifth, and 6th levels. The water level was kind of annoying, but once I figured it out, it wasn't too bad. It's kind of funny. The first 2 levels are so aggravatingly hard, and then the last levels are easy. And then here comes the castle. Porky, don't hang yourself. You gotta finish the game. And here we go playing, and guess who makes another appearance? Yep. Get the food. Sometime later. And I want to show you the final boss fight, just to show you I was actually beating the final boss. I actually died once because I couldn't figure out actually how to hit the boss, and then I realized I could jump on Daffy. So I'm bouncing on his head, just hitting the final boss. Like I said, it's like, I don't know why the final boss is so simple, but some other parts of the game were so mind-boggling difficult. It's almost like, let's build the game as hard as we can in the beginning, just so we don't have to work as hard at the end. It's just one of those weird things. And as you see, a little more gameplay. I'm just waiting, trying to find a good spot. But it didn't take too much to figure it out after I figured out I could just jump on Daffy's head. Look at that. It's like, boom, I'm hitting him, go back on his head. I don't even touch the floor. Just keep bouncing on their heads. Overall, I can't say this is a horrible game, but at the same time, it's definitely a game I don't know if I'd want to pick up more than once now, especially since I've beaten it. I didn't think I could beat it, to be all honest, just because of how weird and the graphics and everything were in gameplay. This is funny though. Back to sleep. Thank you for watching, everybody. That's the end of that game. Nail in the coffin.